What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I got another video in our 2022 NBA Draft Player Breakdown series. Today we're going to be looking at Baylor's Kendall Brown. Kendall Brown is a pretty exciting player. He's a pretty raw player who has a ton of potential. He just has to figure some things out. We're going to get into his strengths, his weaknesses, all that. But more importantly, I wanted to hear what you guys have to say about Kendall and his game. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of him. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So just kind of a quick intro to Kendall Brown. Kendall Brown is a 6'8", 200-pound wing who is originally from Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Kendall was a 5-star recruit, one of the top-ranked players in his class, and he decided to commit to Baylor, where he played 1 year of college ball. He had a pretty good freshman season at Baylor. He was able to start every game for a very good Baylor team. He averaged about 10 points, 5 rebounds a game, along with a steal a game. And like I said, Baylor was a very good team. He was able to play a key role for that team. And because he had good players around him, they never really asked him to do anything outside of his comfort zone. He was able to just kind of play a role for that team and fit in and do what he does best, which set him up for a very good freshman season. Now he's declared for the draft. He's looking like someone who should be picked maybe late lottery to late first round. That seems to kind of be his range right now. We'll see where he ends up, but he should be able to stay in the draft and go from there. So now moving on to the strengths of Kendall Brown. The biggest strength for Kendall is his combination of size and athleticism. He possesses prototypical size out on the wing at 6'8", 200 pounds. He'll fill out, he's a young guy still, he'll fill out and probably put on another 15, 20 pounds in his time in the league. But his athleticism is really just off the charts. He's going to be arguably the best athlete in this draft class. His athleticism really reminds me of someone like Gerald Green. He's just really a head at the rim type guy, and he's someone who is just, every time he steps out on the basketball court, he's going to be the best athlete. And that's true, I think, even at the NBA level. He's that type of athlete. He's just extremely quick, explosive, and just quick twitch ability is crazy with him. And so that's really what puts him as a first round prospect, is just that 6'8" frame combined with that unreal athleticism. And it's really going to be hard for teams in that late lottery to late first round to pass up on a guy like him, because athletes like him just don't come around too often. Now looking at kind of his strengths offensively, or what he does best offensively, and it goes back to just being a better athlete than you. He's really raw offensively right now. He's someone who lives on backdoor cuts, transition plays, set alley-oop plays. That's where he really scores the basketball, and he was very good at it at Baylor, where he shot a great percentage, almost 60% from the field, which for a wing player is really good, and that's really efficient. He wasn't doing things out of his comfort zone. He wasn't forcing things too often with the basketball in his hands. He played without the basketball. He knew how to cut. He knew how to run and jump and be the best athlete. And so that's what he can bring offensively. Now, kind of moving over to the defensive side of the ball, that's where really he's going to make his living in the NBA, is being a 6'8" wing defender, someone who can guard multiple positions. He has the length, he has the athleticism to guard some of the top wing guys in the NBA. He also has the foot speed and kind of the quick twitch ability to probably stay with a lot of guards at the NBA level in terms of being able to switch onto them and guard them at times, and he can't be abused that way. But he's also 6'8", and I anticipate him, like I said, putting on another probably 15, 20 pounds, and at some point could probably guard 4s and 5s at the NBA level, or at least switch onto him and hold his own. So he's a really versatile player defensively. He's someone who I think it's going to be his calling card early in the NBA, is just being that athletic defender who can switch everything. And that's where he's going to make his name, I think, first. And as his offensive game progresses, he can go from there. But really, the big strengths for him are his athleticism and just kind of that potential offensively, and being an energy guy, someone who can, like I said, run the lane and transition and catch alley-oops. but he's also someone who defensively can guard many different people, many different positions, and just be really versatile on that end of the floor as well. And then it kind of just fits with his skill set, I guess, but the guy just plays hard. He's someone who works hard. He's gonna give it his all. He's gonna sprint the floor. He's gonna rebound. He's gonna crash the offensive glass. He's gonna do the little things that teams need. And so I think that's a big thing for him as well. We've seen plenty of 6'8" athletic guys who kind of can just coast. He's someone who I think you can put out on the floor and he's gonna make an impact on the game, whether it's with his just energy offensively and crashing the glass, or running the lane in transition, or it's his effort defensively and crashing the boards there and all that. So he's someone who has the profile, but he also has kind of that energy and that motor where he doesn't just float. He's going to make an impact on the game. As far as weaknesses go for Kendall, he's just so raw right now that his offensive game, it needs a lot of work. His shot needs some work. He needs to be more consistent there. Shot 33% on pretty low volume at Baylor. And I think prototypically, you would like him to become a 3-and-D type guy. And so that jump shot's going to need to come around. Right now, with the ball in his hands, he's not a lot there in terms of creativity off the dribble or being able to attack off the dribble. It's pretty limited there. And then defensively at times, he can at times get lost or maybe not be totally locked in. So that's something he's going to have to clean up at the NBA level. But like I said, Kendall is just such a raw prospect, and there's a lot to him that you can build on. It's just going to have to be fine-tuning and getting his basketball skills up. He's a good, like I said, athlete. He's got the physical profile. You just need to kind of mold him into what he can become, because there is a ton of potential there for him. Overall, it's players like Kendall that typically rise during the pre-draft process. Teams are able to get these super athletic guys in for individual workouts. They see the 6'8" frame, they see the athleticism, and they typically just fall in love with them and fall in love with what they can become because there is so much potential there. And I think Kendall falls in that case. I have a hard time believing he won't be taken in the lottery, just because I think he's going to, like I said, wow teams in the pre-draft process. They're going to see what he can become because there's a lot there. He's just got to become more consistent on a jump shooter and stay locked in defensively. But there's a ton of potential there. There's a ton of room for him to grow. And I think he can become a very good NBA player. It's just going to take some time and some development for him. Overall, those are kind of just my thoughts on him. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of Kendall, his game, all that. Where would you like to see him go? Leave those thoughts down in the comment section below. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later.